been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Now Sacramento starting five. Morant is out there with Murray. Then there is Jahlil Okafor, and it's E in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Right, VanVleet out there with Avery Bradley. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Now here's Morant. There's the triple. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Here's James. Kuzma outside. Here's Davis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Morant. For three, Murray. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Bradley. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Boy, really solid pass for his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Here's Oliver. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Murray against Bradley. The wide open look here for Kuzma. From outside, off the mark. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Morant passes to E. The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
He hits the second from the line. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. LeBron passes to Davis. E with the steal. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Kuzma. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A go-to scorer's mentality for Kyle Kuzma, Clark. He's got a wide array of shots at his disposal.
Well, I don't know if there's a more versatile scorer as a young player in the league than Kuzma. He's got the turnaround jumper, the sky hook, step backs, drives it aggressively. Boy, he has got a lot in that book bag of his.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. I love when he gets up and throws it down.
Here's VanVleet. Sacramento making their last shot. No good from LeBron.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Oliver passes to Murray. Here's E. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Here's LeBron. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. That one a little long. Sacramento leading by 4. He kicks to Murray. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, I tell you what, that's a sight for sore eyes to see Murray connecting from distance, because when he's doing that, it really opens things up for him, because we know he can get to the basket.
E, the pass to Oliver. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Aminu comes in for LeBron. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Bradley. Now here's Van Vliet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To stop the run, McGee trying to break free. Count that one from Van Vliet. And so here's Sacramento. They have a 9-point lead. Brunson the pass to Washington. So the wing on the left. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely, and the layup's good off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
It's a floater.
He has the length to send shots back. Now, I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Now here's Van Vliet. Guarded by Porter. Clock is at 3. Kuzma. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Brunson, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And that one's good by Stevenson.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Here's Brunson. Drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got 5.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
To the wing right side. Here's Kuzma. The shot misses. Nice D from Porter. Here's Brunson. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Sacramento. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. 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 Back up, back up, back up, back up.
LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game, even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Rashawn Holmes out there with Aminu. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Stevenson left side. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The pass to Monk. Three-pointer. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers trail by 11. Here's Aminu, and the shot goes in. Clark, you love players that can put up double-doubles, and we've got a lot of them in the NBA.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Joel Embiid comes to mind. You think about Anthony Davis. Who's on your list, Kevin? I know you cover the league so closely. Who else is in that group?
Well, I know at the top of the list was Andre Drummond at Detroit.
That's right. That's right. He had he was about 80% of his games in the double-double record.
And Rudy Gobert, Utah was up there as well, I think number 2. So we've got these big men helping in a lot of ways, which they need to do. Now Stevenson, after the missed 3 from Malik Monk. Bridges passes to Washington. That shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
McGee finds Stevenson. Fires from the line. It's hauled in by the Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Holmes goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Porter.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Bradley subbed in for Lance Stevenson.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact. And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
That's good from Morant. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Murray against Bradley. Here's E. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pass to Oliver. Puts up a 3. Kept alive by Sacramento. Here's E. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Okafor against Bradley. Lets it go from deep. And it's Oliver with the rebound. Oliver's got 4 rebounds in this game. Knocked loose. Stolen by Van Vliet. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Got a piece of it. Here's Oliver. Feeds to E. Pass to Oliver. Stolen by Van Vliet. And they're pushing it up. And a wide open look for James. And the Lakers with another miss. Holmes with the steal. Lakers shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
At the line for your Lakers.
And he makes the first. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Kings. And he makes the first but misses the 2nd. Sacramento leading by 6. Passes to Okafor. For the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
And James throws it down hard.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Morant passes to Oliver. Yep, it counts. Oliver's got his third bucket of the night.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
James looking around. There's the pass to Davis. Over Okafor. And it's Davis missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And we finished one half of basketball. Kings lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. Their biggest lead of the opening period during a very exciting run was all the way up to 13 points. By the end of quarter one, they were way out on top, leading by 13. Things started to even out at least a bit as they saw that big first quarter lead shrink to 6 by the end of the second. What'd you think about Sacramento, Ken?
Well, I see a team.
And that wraps up the halftime show.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. They've got Oliver. Murray out there with Morant. Then there's Jahlil Okafor, and it's E in at the 3 spot.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
From the arc, drops in the tray. He's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down. DeJounte Murray played just one season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford. And as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
Out that one, the Sacramento lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from LeBron. Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those especially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Aminu comes in for James. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Avery Bradley. Goes up with it, out that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Stevenson.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Porter in the corner. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul. Monks checked in for the Kings. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. And stolen by Bogdanovich. At the top of the key, Bridges. There's Porter with the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Porter's got the lead up to 13 now for Sacramento. Van Vliet passes to Stevenson. Here's the teardrop. And no good that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Porter, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. Okafor is checked in for Miles Bridges. That free throw good from Aminu. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Bogdanovich kicks to Brunson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Stevenson. Oh, that's blocked.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Brunson, no good. Lakers trail by 13. Now here's Van Vliet. He can't get that one.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
It's good. Brunson's got 10.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Now here's Van Vliet. T right on him. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. McGee's shot is off. Sacramento leading by 15. Bogdanovich finds Brunson. And it's in there. 8 points for Michael Porter.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
And 7 of the last 10 points, Greg, they've surrendered, have come off the fast break. So real easy to see what the problem is.
Back to McGee. Pass to Van Vliet. Pass to McGee. Kuzma outside. Here's Van Vliet. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brunson the pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Van Vliet with it. Out to the wing. From 20 feet out. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got his second bucket tonight.
You can tell this guy believes in himself. Kyle Kuzma making an impact on this end.
And so it's Sacramento feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Avery Bradley is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's LeBron James. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Davis at the 5, down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost us.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Bradley against Murray. He kicks to Murray. Now here's Morant, guarded closely. Murray, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Deep 2 from Murray. Okafor, the pass to Murray. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis. Well, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, "We have got to get some shots." It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. Let's see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
VanVleet kicks to Davis. But they get it back. And it's Oliver with the rebound. Kings leading now by 18. Murray left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, they're not willing to give Murray any easy buckets here. Dean him up as tight as they can, even if it means fouling him.
We've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Morant with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight. James up top. Down low, Kuzma. Davis. They shoot again. Passes it to Kuzma. And stolen by Murray. The pass to E. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Now here's VanVleet. He's covered by Murray. Right side Bradley. Second chance effort, and it's blocked.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Sacramento making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball field?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Kicks it out to Bradley. No one near him. That one off the back iron and out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Sacramento.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well, a big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
The drive by James. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
Here's Kuzma, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Green passes to Iguodala. Pass to Aminu. Over Porter. A rebound by Washington. And so here's Sacramento. The three. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Green gets it to go. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And Porter putting it right back in. And the Kings lead by 18.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.